Hello everyone and welcome back to Classic Cricket Matches. Today I have the full highlights from a series that took place in 2007. This was the bilateral series from India's tour to England in 2007, which was preceded by a 4-test series which India won 2-1. And then began the 7 one-day game series between India and England. The first one was won by England, the second game was won by India, and this is the full highlights from the third ODI of that series. Rahul Dravid was still acting captain of India following their disappointing 2007 World Cup campaign. However, it appeared that things started finally clicking for the Indian lineup as they started getting more and more in rhythm, especially after the Test series win over England in England. And this, another fun point to note was this was right before, I believe it was 1 month before the 2007 T20 World Cup, the first inaugural edition of the T20 World Cup. So pretty exciting times. Anyways, before we begin, I would like to ask you to please press that subscribe and like button, as it would really help this channel. Without further ado, please enjoy the game.
Hi there, welcome to Cricket on 5, and I'll look at the third one-dayer between England and India here in Birmingham. Conditions quite fresh this morning. It's 1-1 in the series. It's an earlier start today, 10:15, and therefore not a bad thing, you'd think, to be bowling first. Rahul Dravid won the toss, and he's chosen to do just that. It means that England must bat. Now, I had a chat with Paul Collingwood a bit earlier and suggested to him there'd been one or two dramas with England's selection.
Yeah, absolutely. Freddie is unable to play. The medical staff have erred on the cautious side, so he's out today. Monty's come in for Freddie, and Jimmy Mascarenas has gone down at the last second with a sore thumb. So Owe Shaw slots in at number 6.
What is the story with Freddie? Was it the clash with the boundary boards at Bristol?
No, I don't think so. I think he had a bit of stiffness behind the right knee after the first game. So, as I said, the medical staff have decided that they're on caution side and for him not to play today.
Slightly different for you because two specialists come in for two all-rounders. It actually arguably strengthens the batting.
Yeah, it does. I mean, obviously the bowling side is going to be the thing that we're going to have to get through. Myself and Ravi Power are going to have to get through some overs in the middle part of the innings there. But yeah, we've done well so far with the batting in the series, and hopefully we can narrow on towards 300 again.
Well, we're all happy with your bowling, I can tell you. Where would you like to improve?
I think. Well, we'd like to win. I think that's.
Okay.
I think from the second, I think we've been some great cricket. It's been a great series so far. It's been entertaining, but obviously it's nicer to win than lose.
And there is Paul Collingwood's side with O.S. Shah at number 6 and Ravi Bopara at number 7. It's a strong batting side for sure. Modi Panesar's back, as we heard Paul Collingwood say. India have just one change. Zaheer Khan is okay again, so he comes into that Indian side and, of course, strengthens it. Huge crowds here. It's an absolute sellout. Massive support for England, of course, but a massive support for India too, and they'll make some noise throughout the day. Away movement for RP Singh. One expected there to be something for the bowler, though not necessarily a great deal of swing in conditions that are really quite cold. First runs for Matt Pryor. Oh, what timing by Matt Pryor. Look at that. Well, I wonder if that's a sign of things to come today. And that might go for 4-2. Yep, it's a quick outfield, all right. It's such a strong area for Alistair Cook. It's a surprise when a bowler even thinks of straying towards middle or middle and leg. Has he hit that? Has he hit that? No, he hasn't hit it. At least Billy Doctrove doesn't think so. RP Singh and all the Indians behind the stumps think that Matt Pryor got a thin edge.
Always got onto that well, Alistair Cook. But straight down the throat of RP Singh, who drops it. That was a really fairly straightforward catch to long leg. Yet another catch the Indians have fluffed. They dropped a few at Bristol. Well, that's an absolute corker. There won't see many better back foot shots than that. He hit it with some power. Cook really played a magnificent shot there. Oh, that's wide, short, no great pace. That's easy for Pryor to put away. In fact, Pryor had to stop his shot. It was that short and that easy to hit. Oh, that's a good single. All the covers there were on the heels. Asleep. 50 up for England. 11th over and in the second power play now. Shot. Yeah, he just had to sort of feel for it a little bit wide, but he timed it beautifully.
Very unimpressive start by Munaf Patel with the ball. 9 balls he's bowled now and gone for 15 runs. That was too wide and asking to be driven through the covers.
Oh, what a fine shot. And I just waited for that. Use the pace of the ball. That's the best shot Pryor's played today. Oh, short ball again, put away by Alistair Cook. Just can't bowl short here. Too many short balls by all the Indian seamers. They're just banging it in and it's too good a pitch. Oh, short again. What a good shot. Well, he's looking for it all the time because these seamers are bowled far too short, too often. So the batsman gets set, ready for the short ball, and Pryor there just smacked it. Dear, that could be out. Well, he's driven his wicket away as Pryor. Silly, absolutely silly. 76 for non-England, going great. Cook and Pryor had the bowling at the mercy. They were picking them off easily, stealing singles when they wanted, belting the fours, and then this, it just gets carried away. It's terrible. 34's not enough. A nice little cameo, but not enough by a long way. 76 for 1.
A bit of a struggle here for Ian Bell and to a lesser extent Alistair Cook since the wicket of Matt Pryor. These two have only managed to add 10 runs of 23 deliveries. 26 for 1, 17.2 overs gone. Bell 3 of 12 balls. Now gone. Again, Ramesh Power does it. Unusual to see him bowl within the power play overs, but he's initiated a breakthrough, as was the case the other night at Bristol.
What he does with flight is get batsmen playing at balls in a different way from the way which they want to. That is the beauty of flight. Alistair Cook gone for 40, England 92 for 2.
Question asked and turned down by Billy Doctor. Kevin Peterson is a tall man. He got a long way forward. Created some doubt in the umpire's mind. Now is this close? Is this missing leg stump now? Again, Billy Doctor says he's not convinced.
Peterson will hope for a few of those. Find it all easy against either Chawla or Power the other day in Bristol. It's quite a clever move by Dravid to get the spinners on early at him.
20 overs gone now and the power plays finished and England's progress has been slowed. 98 for 2.
Oh, bowled. Look at just varying his trajectory and getting the odd delivery to slide on with the arm. Oh, bowled. Just did turn slightly from Chawla. He's mixing up his deliveries, the odd googly, the odd top spinner. That was the genuine leg break. Peterson playing for the straight-on delivery, which bowled him at Bristol. That could be safe, it is. Bell doing well there to keep that sweep in front of square. There was a man at deep square leg. It was in the air for a long time, but it was well placed. Lots of air from Power there, and actually Ian Bell did really well there too, because he didn't panic. He stayed back on his stumps, let the ball come onto him and found the gap. Oh, that's out. Dear, oh dear. Peterson done again by P.S. Chawla. No wonder he's going mad and running off towards his teammates around the cover area. He did him at Bristol with the straight one. This time he's lured him down the pitch. We're looking at here an emerging leg spinner for India as Peterson makes his way back.
Well, I think it's frustration here from Kevin Peterson. He's been cautious and worried about which way the ball was going from the wrist spinner, playing forward too early, and he's gone for 9, 118 for 3.
That's well connected. He's got that over the rope, Paul Collingwood. Got across his stumps a bit there. He was out, bowled by Chawla at Bristol, trying something from down the wicket, but here he got his feet into a better position.
The score's 140 for 3. 30 overs have gone in this England innings. 6 and over from here on in should be the target, which makes a score of 260. That really would give something for the English bowlers to go for. That's not a bad call, but it's not out. Whoa, Yuvraj really thought he had his man. Straight into the attack, 4th ball he bowls, and a liberty taken by Collingwood that he's got away with. That's a really good strike. Lovely, easy hit from Bell, who stayed still. One full stride forward, that just threw everything at it. Crisp as you like by Paul Collingwood. Takes the score to 160 for 3. We're into the 34th over, and England with a good enough platform here to reach 260 or pass it.
Oh, that's clever. Very clever, and it went so quickly. Paul Collingwood there got a lot of bat on that. It ran away. Well, that's a nice 50 for Ian Bell. He's constructed that really well off 64 balls, and he'll be very pleased because he hasn't always done well at Edgbaston when he's played for England. Oh, this could be out, surely. Oh, that's a wicket for Power. Well, the reverse sweep has brought him a lot of runs, but at the same time, Power outfought him there. He went around the wicket, and the reverse sweep wasn't so effective. He just scooped it straight up to backward point. Clever bowling by Power.
And in his 9th over as well, it's a bonus for Dravid. Dravid would have been thinking, yeah, I need to get a breakthrough here. Brought Power on. 193 for 4. Collingwood goes for 44. $200 comes up for England, 200 for 4. Always Shah is the new batsman. He's very innovative, and he can certainly add something to the innings. After that, it's both Power and then the bowlers. So very important, this partnership.
Oh, well, that was a sloppy full toss that Shah just smashed it. That was almost a flattish 6. Yeah. Yuvraj is right to stop. Shah moved to the leg side, and he wasn't sure what to bowl. Yuvraj is best stopping as he did. Go back, think about it. Now be very clear what he's going to bowl. Yes, there you are. It worked. Ah, well bowled, Yuvraj. No wonder you're absolutely delighted with that. He stopped, had the brains, the common sense to think, hang on, just think this through. And what he bowled was a very flatter, faster delivery. And the Shah had a wild slugger, which was not what England called for. 226 for 5.
Another misfield again. Very few times have India been brilliant in the field today. What a lovely strike from Ian Bell. Gone for 6.
Well, this is a brilliant cricket shot. Lovely use of the feet, gets to the leg side of the ball, and full follow through straight.
Interesting position of the game. 240 for 5 overs to go. Power and Bell at the crease. Dravid wants a wicket. A wicket will slow England's progress here significantly. Does it have enough on it? Yes, it goes for 4. Lovely touch. Nice touch indeed from Bopara. Out. That's the end of Bopara and the wicket that Dravid wanted. Now it's the bowlers who will have to bat with Ian Bell. 246 for 6 England and 4.3 overs to go. Good bowling from Zaheer. It's the time for Yorkers at the end of the innings. A lot of responsibilities on the shoulders of Ian Bell to get England to around that 270 to 80 mark. Has it enough on it? No. Good catch taken. It's a big wicket. Ian Bell goes 79 for him off 89 balls, but in trying to push things on, just didn't have the power. 255 for 7. Should be a boundary. That is welcome. Last boundary was about 20 balls ago. That's high. That is big. Tremlett is a big man, and that is a lusty blow.
Well, this has hit so far, I think it's gone out of the ground.
This is going to fall in open land. It'll be a good catch, and it is a good catch. Yuvraj Singh is one of the best fielders in the Indian team. 273 for 8. Chris Tremlett will face what should be the last ball of the innings in England. 277 for 8. 280 would be a nice landmark. Has he gotten it? Yes, good strike. Good strike from Chris Tremlett.
Those lusty blows from Chris Tremlett took the total of 281 for 8, built around a good start and then sensible batting throughout the innings by Ian Bell. It was nice to see Paul Collingwood back in some touch as well. 3 for the increasingly impressive RP Singh. And the main spinners, Power and Chawla, doing a good job, going for better than 5 and over between them and picking up 3 wickets. The target then, if the Indians are to win it and take a 2-1 lead in the series, 282. That's a rate... Oh, what a stroke that is. Big railway sleeper came down and through the line, and India are off and running. Four more. 2 in a row. Ganguly means business. And that's 4-2. out of Bell's reach, just inches in it.
It's going to take some stopping, and it isn't stopped by Chris Tremlett on the boundary.
Outstanding shot by Tendulkar. He picks the length well.
Well, it's almost as if Tendulkar was waiting for one big shot to get real bat on ball, and he gave it everything.
Jimmy Anderson does his magic again. Maybe the shot had been on if Tendulkar was going to go a little more upwards and over point. Instead, he hit it straight to that backward point position.
I think if he'd have flashed at it, it'd have gone miles over the top of that man. But England will take that, they don't mind. Tendulkar's gone for 8, it's 35 for 1.
Another one gone, an absolute repeat of what Sachin Tendulkar did. And Dinesh Karthik is the man on his way back to the pavilion without scoring.
Well, it is very much like Tendulkar's. It's almost a steer. Well, that's what England want, wickets. They want wickets. Broad, 1 for 13 off nearly 6 overs is brilliant bowling. Karthik's gone for 0, and India 36 for 2.
Dravid is in good form, but for Tremlett here, really he needs to build on the good 8-over job done by Broad and Anderson, where they got a couple of wickets and kept it quiet. He needs to follow up on this.
That's a good shot. That's as good as we've seen, because the Indian batsmen have been under real pressure from young Broad. He's hit the deck ball very straight. That's a sweetly timed 4. Oh, it's a bit wide. And it got put away richly by a cracking shot. Oh, another cracking shot. He made room, he got up on his toes, did Dravid. This is quality. Well, that's too much leg side, no ball as well. He put those away all day, will Dravid, and anybody else actually. He just hasn't got the line right yet, Tremlett. Well, it was bound to happen. It might have come off a little bit of a toe end or edge, but that's the 3rd ball in succession he's given width to Saurav Ganguly. If you do that, sooner or later, he's going to cream you or nudge you or nick you for 4. Well, same again, you see, width. You'll say, is that lucky? I don't think so. I think it was played there. It was not smart bowling by Tremlett, but good cricket by Saurav Ganguly. Well, Monty Panesar into the action, and there's 3 more overs to go in the final power play. So it is a big moment in the game. He's got to bowl as well as the Indian spinners perform. Look how he made room for that. Rahul Dravid, another fantastic shot. Well, that whip with the wrist from Rahul Dravid brings up the 50 partnership from 46 balls.
20 overs gone now, so the power plays are finished. India 91 for 2. Having a look at the chart, the boundaries have come in bursts. That should encourage England. It means that they can control the Indians. Only the odd poor over has cost them. The required rate now, 6.37. Another 191 to get. You wouldn't know where to put your money.
Welcome back to Edgbaston, where the match is enticingly poised, with India 91 for 2 from 20 overs, requiring another 191 at 6.37 runs and over, off the remaining 30 overs. The old firm of Ganguly and Dravid in residence.
Comes up for India halfway through the 23rd over. 100 for 2.
Paul Collingwood doing a great job restricting the scoring here. Only conceded 8 runs from 3.2 overs, varying his pace cleverly and really making up for Chris Tremlett's inadequacies earlier.
Good height, that's going to go for 6, that's gone miles. It's a big side of the field, and Dravid is now taken to Collingwood.
Essence of Andrew Flintoff about that huge shot.
Could this go for 4 as well? That's 54, Raul Dravid. It's taken him only 51 balls. The touch, and following Raul Dravid, Saurav Ganguly gets to his 50 as well. It's been a more sedate knock from the opening batsman, but as important nevertheless. He's been quiet for a while, Ganguly. This is a shot that we've seen him play time and time again in the past against the left-arm spinner.
It is an imperious strike by Ganguly, but I think it's also a measure of how slightly predictable Panesar's bowling is. He hasn't varied his pace very much, and he hasn't got a ball that goes straight on. So the batsmen know what to expect. Just have to choose their moment.
That single takes Saurav Ganguly to 11,000 one-day international runs. He's 4th on the list of the leading run scorers in ODIs. Average of over 41 is a testament to his longevity and his skill in this version of the game.
More harsh treatment for Chris Tremlett. His first 2 overs went for 20. Now he's conceded a boundary with his second ball back, and that takes Ganguly and Dravid past the 100 partnership. Oh, he's bowled him. Chris Tremlett has got through the defences of the masterly Raul Dravid, who was playing a princely innings, really. Had given amazing momentum to the Indian run chase, and now he's played round one.
Well, I think he edged this onto his stumps. You got the impression he was trying to stop it for a single, a short single, and then he just nicked it onto his pad and on the stumps. Dravid goes for a splendid 56, beautifully played, 140 for 3.
Down the wicket and flogged back over mid-off by Saurav Ganguly. Seems to have taken a bit of a liking to Chris Tremlett. Out! Brilliant response from Tremlett. What an inspired comeback into the attack this has been. He's got rid of the 2 key men. First Dravid, and now Ganguly just flaying once too often outside off stump.
Ganguly's gone. The big wicket, 72. And India in a little bit of trouble now, 149 for 4.
Get on that!
He's drilled that, Yuvraj Singh. No holding back from him to bring up the 150. That is smacked with no ceremony at all over mid-wicket. Collingwood's given way to the medium pace Ravi Bopara from the pavilion end. Bit of a wicket taker, Bopara. But Yuvraj Singh doesn't think so, because he's flashed it through cover for 4. India 175 for 4 after 35 overs, need another 107 at a required rate of 7.13 in the last 15 overs. And although Yuvraj Singh is going well with Dhoni, not much batting left.
Out! Got him! Anderson strikes. Brought back into the attack by Paul Collingwood. And he immediately does the business. Very sharp catch by the England captain. Collingwood has to play his remaining bowlers carefully as everybody continues to bite their fingernails here at Edgbaston, but it's Mahendra Singh Dhoni that's gone. It's 190 for 5. India need 92 at a rate of 7.9 to win it. When he goes big, he goes very big. Way back into the bleachers.
Brilliant catch. Short picture from Collingwood, and Power, who's looked fairly unconvincing, particularly against that kind of delivery, is picked up by Ian Bell at short mid-wicket.
Bell there caught a cracker, and it's now 210 for 6. Oh, bold. Lovely slower ball deceived him. He didn't read it at all. A tail ender there, didn't look much of a batsman, Chawla, and just poked it straight to cover. Chawla 1, 213 for 7. Oh, this could be out. Get it in quick. Yes, well done. Lovely fielding again by England. Looks simple, but it's a matter of being alert, quick moving over a few yards, and then keep you cool. Yuvraj was the only one that could win the match for India. Once he's gone, they're not going to get there. Oh, that could be safe, is it? Yeah, I think it is. That's a big hit over extra cover.
Bowled him. Zaheer Khan seeking one of the 4 boundaries they need off each over to get anywhere near to England's 281. Misses, and he's on his way back. That's finished it off. A rather hapless end to the Indian innings. They've been a bit shoddy today. England slick and efficient.
So a comprehensive win by 42 runs by the English team after posting a competitive total of 281 for 8. After the early losses of Sachin Tendulkar and Dinesh Karthik, Sourav Ganguly held up the fort by posting a competitive 72 runs in partnership with Rahul Dravid, who came up with a half-century on his own. This was also the time where Sourav Ganguly had just come back into the team after having a terrible patch with the bat, and it was nice to see him coming back into form. And then Yuvraj Singh also pitched in with a healthy 45. However, the rest of the Indian batting lineup just could not click together, and they were bowled out for 239 runs, with the wickets pretty much shared between all the English bowlers, James Anderson being the chief wrecker and destroyer with 9 overs, 32 runs, 3 maidens, and 3 wickets. So the series stood at 2-1 in favor of England. I'll be back next time with more highlights. Until then, please take care of yourselves, and hope to see you next time. Take care.